Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy here, the Spread FX. Bringing to you a new video. Yeah, it's been a while. I think about 2-3 months. I went back to the drawing board. I saw some lapses in my trading, and now I'm back with new arsenals and new guns to fire. Haha. So we're going to be continuing with our Malaysian SNR course. For recall or remembrance, I taught you guys on storylines how to select your zones. You have the apex, that's the A and V zone, classic scenario. You have the open close zone, or you can call it the kissing candles, and the rest. And how to select your storyline. You have daily reject daily, and you have 4 hours breakout of an a V zone, sorry, for a bearish storyline, and an A zone for a bullish storyline, guys. So yeah, sorry, hold up a minute. Okay, so today, since you guys have learned about storylines, you guys have learned about the zones. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys operation of time frame. I don't think I've taught you guys operation of time frame, and once I teach you guys the operation of time frame, I'm going to be going a little bit deeper into entries. Yeah, I'm going to be staying at the surface of entries today, but most of what I'm going to be doing is operation of time frame. Now, what is operation of time frame? How am I going to explain this to you guys? I need you guys to listen to this carefully. If you have to reduce the speed to 0.5, you can go ahead and reduce the speed. So operation of time frame is how the market moves in different time frame. That is from the weekly, from the monthly to the weekly to the daily to the 4 hours to the 1 hour to the 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and 1 minute. What do I mean? For instance, let me use trend for example. For instance, we're gonna come here for a bit. We're gonna be coming here for a bit. My explanation board. Okay, so yeah, guys, give me just a moment. I couldn't find it, so I'll just use my brush tool. Okay, so for instance, let's say you are on a downtrend on the, let's say, weekly time frame. You're on a downtrend. The market could be creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Then you go ahead and you draw your trend line, doing this stuff, drawing your trend line up, and for those people who trade chart patterns, they draw their downward trend line, they say this is a channel or whatever it is. So this is a downtrend. So this is a weekly trend. So operation of time frame states that when the market is on a downtrend on a weekly zone, for the market to retrace up to this trend line, it has to be on an uptrend on a lower time frame like the 4 hours or daily time frame. I'll try my best to explain it again. Now I want to explain this using the Malaysian scenario analogy. So for instance, let's say the weekly is on a bearish storyline. For instance, now we know the weekly is not on a bearish storyline, but for instance, the weekly is on a bearish storyline. Hope you guys get what I'm saying. The weekly is on a bearish storyline, for instance. I hope I can get a clear storyline that I can use as this example, because I am not so sure about you understand. I'm not so sure I'm going to be seeing a good storyline for this right now. So let's see if I can get one. This is a alright. I think I've gotten one right here. So operation of time frame state that, for instance, this weekly is on a bearish storyline. The weekly did a weekly reject the weekly. Let's go back to our daily. This is like a story line recap for you guys. So it gave us a daily bullish breakout, daily bearish breakout. So the weekly is now on a bearish storyline. So this is the first week. The weekly is on a bearish storyline. Let's move this arrow down here to where it broke out. Okay, the next day. So the weekly is on a bearish storyline, guys. So this weekly is on a bearish storyline. So when the weekly is on a bearish storyline, we can get our entries from the daily zones and from the weekly zones. So for the market to get to a weekly zone, most of the times, or at times, the market has to change to a bullish storyline, then gets to that weekly zone, then change again to a bearish storyline in the daily. It will be a little bit confusing, but as you guys practice along, you guys are gonna get it. So as you can see right here, this market gave us a bearish storyline from here. It gave us the daily bearish breakout. You understand right here. So now what are we going to be looking for? We're going to be looking for zones. So this is a zone, this is a zone. So these are two good zones where we're going to be looking for at the weekly, coming here and selling off. Then when we get to our daily, you see that before the daily gets to that zone, the daily would have changed to a daily bearish storyline, a daily bullish. I'm very sorry about that. A daily bullish storyline. So as you can see right here, the daily gave us a breakout right here, and for this particular daily to get to that 4-hour zone up there, the daily would change to a bullish storyline. I don't know if I can. No, I can't get a bullish. Okay, so let's see if I would be able to get a bullish storyline. This is a daily reject daily. Did a daily reject daily right here. Let's see if we can get a daily 4 hours breakout. So okay, so okay, what are we seeing? Okay, so he did a daily reject daily, right? So he did a daily reject daily, came down, and as you can see, he gave us this 4 hours breakout right here. After the weekly gave us turned to a bearish storyline, the daily changed to a bullish. Sorry, the daily changed into a bullish storyline. Now, why did the daily change into this bullish storyline? The daily changed into this bullish storyline so as to get to this weekly zone or this weekly zone and sell off. As you can see right here, it got to this weekly zone and it sold off. It changed back into a daily. Okay, there was no storyline until I think about here. Yeah, there was no storyline change, I think, until about here, but you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, so the daily came to this weekly zone, sold off, had this huge sell. It came, it rejected this first day. The did it reject from a fresh zone, obviously, but then he's coming from this daily weekly zone. Then he sold this huge sell due to the weekly storyline and the rest. I hope you guys are getting what I'm saying. So that's all about operation of time frame. You can use it for the monthly, weekly, daily, whatever time frame. Now, for my style of trading, Malaysian SNRO, operation of time frame is not that important, but it is important. But it's not compulsory for you guys to learn, because what I use most times is the daily storyline, and I go to my 4 hour zones for entry. But I do use the weekly storyline at times, but not every time. But I advise you guys learn operation of time frame. I advise you, it's going to be really helpful when you want to catch some what do you call this trades, when you want to catch counter trend trades, counter trade. So yeah, so guys, this concept I'm teaching you guys, it is not, I didn't formulate any of these concepts. I learned it from some mentors, from courses, and I also learned from AKFX. Is one of the best Malaysian SNRO traders out there. So now we're going to be looking at entries. Yeah, one of the major problems that traders have is knowing how to enter the market, especially in Malaysian SNRO. I know what I faced when I was trying to learn how to enter. It took me months to get this key, by the grace of God, and I hope you guys don't take this key for granted, because I searched and I searched and I searched and I couldn't find it. Then one day it clicked. Yeah, I also want to thank Happy Forex. I got it from one of his from some of his videos on entry. So it's like Happy Forex trades support and resistance and trend lines, and Malaysian SNRO just normal support and resistance. So I got these entries from the way it enters. It's just the normal LHS. So I'm going to teach you guys how to enter. I'm going to teach you guys the type of LHS you're going to be looking for, because you're not going to be using every LHS you see. There are sometimes you see some LHS and it doesn't look like it looks like an LHS. LHS means left shoulder. It looks like a left shoulder or head and shoulder pattern, but it is not yet a head and shoulder pattern. I'm going to be showing you guys some stuff. So what I'm going to be doing now is that I'm going to be doing this week breakdown. I'm going to be breaking down the trading opportunities for this week. This week gold made its all-time high, so I'm going to be showing you guys the trading opportunities that occurred this week. Today is Friday, so once you guys see how I entered, then you guys are going to be learning and go back to your chart and back test and do the rest things. So what did I see this week? So we can all see that the weekly is on a weekly bullish storyline. As you can see right here, she weekly rejects weekly. Let's shift this a little bit. Weekly reject weekly, then give us a daily bullish breakout right here. Yep, a daily bullish breakout. Give us this daily bullish breakout. Once you give us this daily bullish breakout, what do? We look for sales on the daily. But I said we don't have to really go dive deep into operation of time frames, so we have to look for the daily storyline too. The daily did a daily reject daily, yeah, right here. Give us this daily reject daily. Sorry about that, guys. Give us this daily reject daily. Give us this 4 hours breakout, daily bullish, 4 hours bullish breakout. Then this storyline became a valid storyline. So we're going back to our weekly to put our marker. So we're going to mark out this week. So mark out this week. We're going to the daily zone. Yes, this is exactly where we start. We started this day. So as one good mentor always said, I think it's RFT or some other Malaysian mentor. H4, I hear is RFT. H4 is the gateway to trading, to the market. So the daily and the rest is for me, H4 is the gateway. H4 is the bridge between the daily, weekly, monthly, and the 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and 1 minute. It is the bridge. Yeah, it's just like Christ is the bridge between man and God. That's where H4 is the bridge between monthly, weekly, daily, and 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, and 5 minutes. So what do I mean by 4 hours is the bridge? So once we've gotten our storyline correctly, we've gotten our daily, weekly storyline correctly. For this week it was bullish. Then we go to our 4 hours and look for our key zones or our key levels. So what are our key levels? So our key levels are the apex, the left shoulder, and the kissing candles. Those are our 3 key levels: apex, left shoulder, and kissing candle. So what are we going to be doing? I'm going to be marking out our key levels for this week. For example, this was one key level that I called. This was the first zone that the market came to test this week. So we're going to put in our marker there. Then once we have identified our key level, we go down onto the 5 minutes or the 15 minutes. If you don't see your confirmation on the 5 minutes, you go to the 15 minutes. If you don't see your definitely you have to see your confirmation on the on the 5 minutes before you can see it on the 15 minutes. But if it doesn't occur on the 15 minutes, you go to the 5 minutes. So as you can see, we had a left shoulder confirmation right here. How do I see the left shoulder confirmation? This is the left shoulder. I taught you guys left shoulder left shoulder. If you guys can remember, think about it before I say it. So this is the first shoulder. When it came to make the head, then it came back to make left shoulder and it zoomed off. If I bring this out, oh sorry, Ctrl Z. Okay, sorry guys. So I bring this out and you see this is the left shoulder pattern. You enter here, yeah. So this is the left shoulder. So the market gave us this particular left shoulder, give us this left shoulder, and we are entering. Once there is a rule to this left shoulder, get your notes and pen. There's a rule on how we there's I think about 3 good rules on how we get this left shoulder. Number 1, the left shoulder must occur at a zone. The left shoulder LHS must occur at a zone. That's the first rule. The second rule is that it must break the previous high made before the right shoulder. It must break the previous high made before the right shoulder. And the last but not the least rule is that if it doesn't break, at least if it doesn't break the high, at least it should create CREATE. It should create an equal high before testing the left shoulder. Now, these are the 3 rules. Now, what do I mean by these are 3 rules? If you look at this left shoulder was a very perfect left shoulder. So, as you can see, the market came down, gave us the left shoulder. When it gave us the left shoulder, it came down, it touched our zone. It must occur at a zone. That's the first rule, touched our zone. What I'm looking for, the second rule, it must break the previous high made before the right shoulder. So this is the previous high made. This is the previous high made. So we broke it. The third rule, if it doesn't break, at least create an equal high. I will show you where that happened this week. So you create that equal high here. So once it breaks this high, we wait for the retest on this left shoulder. Now the break must be at the body, not the wick. The body. Yeah, so it gave us this, so we'll be entering at this apex scenario here, and I'm gonna be putting our stop loss 20 pips stop loss. Most Malaysian traders use about 30 pips, but personally I love my 20 pips stop loss, and I target to 1:4 20 80 pips take profit, and HP take profit 1:4. That is the first trade for this week. That was a profitable trade. Profitable trade. This week was really profitable actually. So so the next one, we go on to our next zone. Guys, I'm just keeping this. I don't have time to be going from zone to zones. Okay, so this wasn't a zone. Our next zone was this. The market, this was a zone, but the market did not test it. So this is the next zone. The market didn't test this neither. So we didn't test this either. I don't know if it's broker stuff because I use HFM, which is like IC market, but we're gonna be checking this out in just a minute. But first, before we check that out, let's check out this place it's retested. I'm gonna be seeing some things, though there were some losses this week, but I'm sorry guys, this is the 5 minutes, not the 4 hours. I was so that was the 5 minutes. I was like, what is happening? This didn't happen. I didn't see this. So that was the first entry for this week. Now we're going to be looking for another entry. This was the next zone. So the next zone, I'm going to go to our 5 minutes and check for entries there. Set charts. Checking for entries there. Okay. From the looks of it, the market did not give us any entry right there. Or did it? Okay. So he gave us an entry. He gave us this left shoulder right here. So he gave us this left shoulder right here. This was a left shoulder, but I guess this left shoulder did not hold. Let's check it out. As I suspected. It did not hold. Guys, it happens. Is trading, it happens at times. it's trading. But personally, I didn't see this on the chart. Why am I seeing it in this broker? Personally, I didn't see it in my broker. But if you were to use this broker, sorry. But as you can see, it didn't pan out. It didn't pan out the way we would have wanted, because this should have been like 20 pips and something like this happening. So yeah, this was a failed trade. Then we've gone to the next. It happens. I'm going to be showing you the real stuff, not the only the winning side. You have to learn how to lose as a trader too. So you won't learn only the winning side. So that was one losing trade. So we head on to the next after that loss. Okay, so we have this. We have this. I'm going to our 5 minutes setting chart. So it's all in a week, guys. All in a week's work. Yes, this is not a left hand shoulder, but this is another type of entry that I would like to show you guys. This entry is triple bottom, chart pattern. I told you guys I'm going to be using chart pattern. So the market, I will just give you guys a sneak peek, but I'm going to be explaining it a little bit. So what happened right here is that the market came here, tested here first, we went up, tested again, second bottom, we went up again, tested, making equivalently, I would say kind of 3 equal lows. So it came down first, came down second, then it came down again the third time, and when it came down again the third time, we'll be looking for an engulfing candle forming at this last, the third low, the third bottom. So once we see the engulfing candle form at the third bottom, we mark up this engulfing. Once we mark up this engulfing, we enter once the market comes to retest the engulfing. Once the market retests the engulfing, take our short right here. Once we take our short right here, we stretch it out 80 pips, then a 20 pips stop loss. As you can see right here, it got right on the 80 pips right there, 1:4. So we've had like 2 losses, 2 wins and one loss this week. So it's trading, stuff happens. So I'm gonna be looking for more entry opportunities. So we have this zone tested. Now we're looking for only fair zone. I'm not looking for tested zone right here, guys. So we have this one. Okay, having this one too. We'll go, sorry, no, 1 minute. 1 minute is a dangerous risky area. We don't go there. So we having this. You see, we had the left shoulder, but the market didn't give us this confirmation. So there is no trade right here. No trade right here, nothing. So we go back to our files. We're looking for our trade entries. You know why I'm constantly repeating this thing, guys? Because repetition is the key to learning. So once I repeat it again, you guys see it again, then you guys become masters of yourself. So this is 5 minutes. Set the chart. We are going to that specific area. As you can see, gave us a touch right here again, but it didn't come back to test our left shoulder. It didn't even give us a left shoulder at all. So that is now our entry. It might have flied up, but the other thing could have happened too. So yeah, we'll be looking for another entry, another zone. So right here, that was another zone. Then this two was another zone. So we had 2 zones right there simultaneously working together, and we're gonna go to our 5 minutes. Okay, it's already on the 5 minutes. I'm gonna go to our 5 minutes and check out for this zone. So we actually had nothing in this 5 minutes. Nothing, no left shoulder, nothing. This might look like a left shoulder, but I won't take that left shoulder. It wasn't an Instagram worthy left shoulder. So yeah, nope, there was nothing right here at all to look at. Nothing there to look at. What of here, you know, the market came here, it didn't form a left shoulder, nothing at all too. So looking at 4 hours back, back to the gate. See, you know, I'm settling down and checking these zones for you guys. So when you guys get to the chart, you guys will be able to, you know, confirm these things I'm saying. Yeah. So you didn't have any entry here, no entry here. We can go to our 1 hour and look for an LHS. I think there was an entry right here today. Yeah. So what I did was I went to my 1 hour time frame to look for a left hand shoulder, you know, candlestick pattern formation, left hand shoulder. We all know left hand shoulder. Left hand shoulder is very key and important in this MS scenario. So I went to the 1 hour to look for a left hand shoulder. So this was the left hand shoulder right here. This was the left shoulder. You know, it came down, broke, formed up, it broke this one, and it came down. Look at this touch, sniper. This was a sniper entry, guys. It was a sniper entry, but I didn't take it off there. You know, always precaution first. Precaution first. So you see the left shoulder forming. Left shoulder form. Left shoulder forms, and yeah, left shoulder form. Touched the left shoulder right on it. As it touched, as it tapped, it flew like to the heavens. It tapped, it flew, and look at how many pips it gives us. But you know, as usual, we take our normal you know, take our normal 80 pips. I will leave the bracket. You know, there was a news today, give us this huge buy, and you know, that's just it for this week, guys. We had like four trades. 3 were good and 1 was bad, guys. If you have 4 trades in a week and you have 3 good of those trades and 1 bad trade, that is a very profitable week for you, because you understand, if you are, you know, trying to get yourself evaluated using a profit or a funded account, you would have passed your evaluation phase, maybe your first phase, or if you are in your second phase, you would have passed your second phase. But now the other entries that we had this week too, I think we had a trend line entry. Yeah, I haven't taught you guys this trend line entry, but let me just give you guys a glimpse, you know, a glimpse of the trend line entry. Wait, let me wipe out everything from the board. Then a trend line entry, I think there was a trend line we had this week, earlier this week. Yeah, no, this wasn't the trend line. It was a trend line we had. Oh, it wasn't on the 4 hours, it was 1 hour. Yeah, I draw my trend line from the 1 hour. I don't go to any other place to draw trend lines. So there was a trend line entry we had this week. I don't know if I'll be able to find it in the midst of the crowd. This was one trend line. Let's see if we had another. Okay, this was another trend line. I draw my trend line from the weeks, guys. I don't draw my trend line from the body. You know, Malaysian scenario traders usually draw their trend line from the body, but me, I draw my trend line from the week. Not any part of the week though. My trend lines are technically drawn. That means they are drawn from the tip of the week, not just the week. You look for the tip of the week and draw a trend line. So I think I had an entry somewhere around here. I can't remember. I can't actually remember where the entry came from. Okay, 1, 2. I can't actually remember where the entry came from. But I think if I see it, maybe next time. Let's just check. Let's check one of these trend lines. No, that was not it. That was not it at all. That was not it. Yes, this was it. This was the entry. Yeah, I can recognize this anywhere. I can recognize. Is this it? No. This is not it. This is not it. This is not it. It's always. It looks like the entry. I had this trend line entry. It was during a news period. I don't know if it's because the broker are different or something like that. But I had this entry, which would have made this like a 4-1. We beating the market, like scoring 4 goals against the market this week. I'm having this feeling that it was this place. I'm having this feeling that it was this place, but at the same time, I'm not seeing what I saw on my broker. But anyhow, anyways, let's see if we can get it. Let's just try one more time. I can see the confirmation, because this the confirmation was a very special kind of confirmation. And if you see it everywhere, I saw it on the 5 minutes. It was a specific kind of confirmation. It wasn't like other LHS I've seen before. Was it this one? Yes, this was it. This was the place, guys. So I had a trend line coming and touching this exact zone. I'm going to go to the higher time frame to check for the trend line once again. So this was the left shoulder that I saw. So it's a very small left shoulder. So remember, I told you guys the first rule is that we draw when the left shoulder has to touch the zone. The second rule is that it has to break past this body, and the third rule is it has to create an equal high. So what do I mean by that equal high? As you can see, it came down, created an A level, then created a V level, then this market came to touch this V level. That is the equal high I'm talking about. It's not like the normal SMC equal high that you have to wait for the other high to be at this equal level of this weak high. No, I waited for it to come to this body, touch this body, then come back. Once it came back, you take your trade, and the news happened. It flew up like a lot. So you have this. As I said before in the video, guys, I didn't actually take any of this trade this week. This week was a bit so I couldn't trade. Using this pattern, I was testing other things up on my chart this week. So, and also back tested, observing the market. So I didn't take all these trades, but these trades were good trades, and if you knew what you are doing, you would have taken them. So this was the 1:4, 80 pips, guys. So yeah, okay. So let me check for the trend line now. So you guys will say that I'm speculating, that I just found one thing and just posted it on the channel, and where is the zone coming from? You guys are asking, where is this zone coming from? Now I can see where this trend line is. So I had this week coming up like this. Yes, this is what I had. Now if you look, this second touch didn't have a wick on this candle, so we could have used an A and V level. For this is an A and V level, it has still worked out, but I just place it at the side of this place. Let it just touch the the lower part of the candle, and it came down here, gave us the entry, and yeah, that's it, guys. So guys, I'd like you to go back to the chart, backtest, go back to the chart, backtest all this thing I've taught you. Don't just take my word for it. You have to go to the chart and backtest. You can backtest up to a year, and you can keep on backtesting, and you see that what I'm showing you guys is a good strategy. It has a win rate of about 60, 70, 80. If you are very proficient and good, you will be able to use this strategy, guys. So if this is your first time on my channel, do like and subscribe, and from henceforth we're going to be doing weekly based analysis. Once the week ends, I'll be dropping a video to show you guys the trades I took, and the losses I took, the wins I took, and the lessons for the week. So subscribe to the channel and peace out. Yeah.